That's bait. Okay, so we have a teaser for Star Trek Picard Season 3. Yeah. I don't know how many times they can play the same old trick on us. It's bait. It's bait. We have the cast of The Next Generation returning, which is great. On the surface of everything, it's fantastic. You know, we get Riker, we get LaForge, we get Crusher, Worf, Data. I don't think we'll have Data. I think it'll be soon. And we have Troy, all coming back. Why? Don't get me wrong, could be a good thing. But ultimately, isn't that admitting defeat on Star Trek Picard? Haven't you created, by your own words, a rich and diverse cast of characters? Have you? Because you're willing to bring in, for the final season, you're willing to bring in the cast of The Next Generation. This has been announced in a teaser trailer. We didn't know it was happening beforehand. And Season 3 of Picard is already wrapped filming. So either they're adding the crew in as nostalgia bait, or they were in it all along, and the story includes them to a big degree. I personally think these are going to be cameos. It's going to be like one scene or one episode where they're you know, it's looking into the past or something, or you know, maybe on the Enterprise E or something like that. I mean, it could be anything at this point. They have this pattern, and it's repeating, of drawing you in with shit like this and going, look back to the good old days of the Next Generation. And if the cast are going to be the member berries, if the cast of the Next Generation is going to be a bunch of cameos, then you need to bring them in, because people aren't being pulled in by your stories containing your characters that are so rich and diverse. Fucking hell, I don't care about Raffi. I fucking hate the character of Raffi. She's like a child. Raffi just chooses any moment to fly off the fucking handle at Picard. And she is such a gaslighting character. She's so annoying. Jurati, well, she's just a cold-blooded murderer. She just kills everybody when she gets a bloody chance. She's a depressed alcoholic who likes to puke up cake a lot. About the only character in the whole of Picard that I actually kind of like is Rios. Because the actor's got a little bit of range. It's not too bad. But if you're going to bring in the cast of The Next Generation, you feel you need to bring in the cast, then surely it means your story isn't working. Because generally speaking, no one's interested in just the character Picard. And this is what the new Trek seems to get wrong a lot. The captain of the show was never the centre of attention. Not really. They could be considered the lead of the show, sure. Absolutely. The show was never just about them. It was about a cast of supporting characters. Each character would have their own stories, their own episodes, where the focus would be on them, and you'd barely ever see the captain. In my mind, this could be them saying, you know what, yeah, okay, our piss poor stories aren't working. It's not drawing in the kind of fans that we want to draw in, or the older fans. Let's dangle this carrot again and bring them in. A couple of points on this trailer, this bait. Picard says, I'm not a man who needs a legacy. Well, first and foremost, you're no longer a man. You're a facsimile of Jean-Luc Picard. You're not actually Jean-Luc Picard, because Jean-Luc Picard died at the end of the first season. I say a robot. You're not a robot. You're a synthetic human. You're a synth. So you're not actually Jean-Luc Picard. You just have his memories. They say, oh, we transferred his consciousness into a new body. But really, Jean-Luc Picard died and the first season. It's not your legacy. It's Jean-Luc Picard's legacy. It's not Jake Picard's legacy. At one point, Worf says, it's clear a sacrifice is required again. Clear bait. Designed to pull you in, just like the first episode of Season 2, which I was really hopeful that it would continue. I thought it was a bright... a much brighter, more positive start to a season. And then it just went, as if Q literally just broke the fourth wall. He went, we'll have none of that. What we will have, however, is just dark, nihilistic, depressive, bleak, useless new Trek universe. It looks like bait. It feels like bait. It's just packed full of Nostalgia. Remember the Next Generation. Patrick Stewart said, with Picard, I'm not going to do the impression, but with Picard, we're not doing the Next Generation again. We're going for a different formula. This is like them admitting that formula doesn't work. So they have to bring in the cast for season 3 of the Next Generation. Making it Next Generation, but they're not going to make Next Generation. They're going to make Star Trek Picard, which so far has been shockingly bad. The second season, yeah, okay, it's a little better than the first, but I'll be quite honest with you, the last episode I watched, and you can watch my review, I'll put a card up, I sat there wondering, what is actually going on? Because you can't follow the story, because it's that much of a bloody mess. So they're going to pull us in with member berries for season 3. Great. Don't fall for it. I'm not falling for it. Of course, I'm going to watch season 3 because I do these videos. But I ain't falling for that. I don't actually care if the cast is coming back. If they're going to bring them back and do some Next Generation style episodes, fine, great. Show us what you've got. But we all know it's going to be LeVar Burton, who lost his best engineer friend years ago, and it's still traumatizing him. We're going to have Worf, who got dishonoured by someone and he wants to cry about it. We're going to have Beverly Crusher going, oh, you know what, Wesley was a bit of a mistake, wasn't he? I think I want another baby. You know, you're going to have Councillor Troy probably giving Picard another lecture on how old, feeble, stupid and male he is. And we're going to have Brent Spiner playing not Data, probably one of Soon's fucking great-grandsons. I don't bloody know. He already said he's too old to play Data. The Data thing's been done. So who knows what to expect from it. But I can tell you now, Picard isn't working. And they need to bring on 6 supporting characters in order to get fans back. And there won't be anything like the characters we saw previously. Now, some of you will say, yes, but they've moved on. They've evolved. They've had a life since the Next Generation. Fine. But I can guarantee you, they're not going to be anything like what they were. Anyway, those are my thoughts on the trailer. It's just member berries. That's all it is. If you like this video, then please give it a like and consider subscribing to the channel. I make weekly videos when the episodes air. Also, feel free to check out my Picard Season 1 review and also check out my In a Nutshell series. I've really got to get moving with more episodes on that. I have 2 so far. Again, the cards will be up. You can find them on my channel. I will be back with Star Trek Picard Season 2 Episode 6 review tomorrow, Thursday. So do watch out for that. Until then, thank you very much for watching. I hope you're all okay. Look after yourselves, take care of each other, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.
I need the silence, stop the violence of the war in my head. Time's the healer, the eraser of all done and said. And as I fall back to my shelter, I know